So welcome to my presentation. My name is Dirk Sliwka, and I present a joint paper with Katrin Manta and Timo Vogelsang. So the question we ask in this paper is whether mere talking about performance can raise performance, how far this can raise performance, and how this compares to and interacts with the use of performance pay on the same performance objective. Yeah? And we study this in a 2x2 experimental design in a supermarket chain. Yeah? So to give you a bit of background, so we work with a firm, a supermarket chain, and at the starting point of this project, the firm introduced a profit measure, profits as a measure to assess stores' performance, which prior to the intervention had been mostly sales-based or specific other KPIs that has been looked at. But now the store managers were assessed by their profits as measured by a certain metric. Yeah? And all store managers, also in the control group, were informed about this new metric, to take out any attention effects. And then we have review intervention, what we call review intervention. This is the talking. What do we mean with this talking? Is district managers, the bosses of these store managers, came to the store managers every second week and asked them, what did you do to raise profits? Essentially, and this was the idea. Simply, I had to report performance. And in the bonus treatments, the store managers simply got a bonus on the same metric. And then we study the interaction of the two, the reviews and the bonuses. Now here's our experimental design. So about 220 stores randomly allocated to these 4 treatments. The experiment was in the field for 3 months. The profit was a very simple bonus formula according to which store managers received 5 euro cents for each euro of profits above a certain threshold, leading to quite substantial bonuses for the store managers. In the conversations, the performance conversations were run every second week. The district managers talked to the store managers, and we gave them a protocol what they should ask in these meetings. And they should ask, what did the store managers do? Which problems did occur? And what were they planning to do next? Nothing, no sanctions, no money tied to it, simple reporting. And of course, this should create reputational incentives, and we study to what extent this drives profits as compared to the bonus and how these two management practices interact. So what did we find? So first of all, we found that the bonus here didn't raise performance above the level achieved through this learning package, the online training. We can see that the online training worked and that the bonus might work without the online training. We studied this in a different region, but the bonus didn't raise performance above the mere effect of the online training. But the review conversations did quite substantially. They increased profits by about 1,300 euros, so way above the cost that this meeting had if we just compute the opportunity costs from salary costs. An increase of about 7%. And strikingly, the combination of both again didn't work. So the bonuses destroyed the value of the meetings. And the meetings were not about the bonuses; it was just introduced at the same time. So the question is, of course, why? And here we can dig deeper. We have lots of survey data. We conducted interviews. We collected, importantly, protocols from this meeting, so we can study the nature of these conversations, what was talked about. And when we do that and compare the review treatments, the protocols from the review treatments with and without the bonus, we see that they are not that different in the general structure. So the store managers report about the same number of activities that they undertook. They report about the same number of plans that they want to undertake in the next 2 weeks. They have anything even more in the bonus treatments. But the key difference is that they mention substantially less problems. By a factor of 3, more problems are mentioned when there is no bonus. In fact, when there's a bonus, many of the meetings, the majority of the meetings, not a single problem is mentioned. And then we can also look at the meetings where problems were mentioned, even though there was a bonus. And we see there the effect is not there, the negative effect. There the review meetings still work also with the bonus. So it's really that the bonus, the fact that the store managers received the bonus made them more self-reliant, and this undermined the value of these meetings, and therefore they didn't achieve so much profit increases. So what do we find? First of all, conversations about performance can be quite powerful to overcome moral hazard problems or reduce them. Very simple, powerful instrument, 7% more profits. But second, performance pay shifts the nature of these conversations, and here in our case, undermined their value, and we can pin it down. We see that it makes store managers more self-reliant. In the paper, we dig deeper into the behavioral mechanisms behind that. On a broader level, what we find is that management practices that are supposed to achieve the same objective sometimes interact in quite surprising ways, and that it's important to study the interplay between certain management practices, because here, two practices were intended to achieve the same objective, but in fact, it would have been better only to use one of them.